And I only got one thing to say. We don't want drugs, but we're not going to run away from it.
Made a little money, but we gambled away.
What's up with the day drinkers?
You are listening to the Day Drinkers Society podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
Yeah! Oh yeah!
Drinking beer with the sun on my shades. All my friends are here with me. Come along and hear us talk and laugh a lot. It's the Day Drinker Society.
Now the Nog Champa's burning. Ladies and gentlemen, John Parker.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Randy Lincoln.
Woohoo.
How are y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty groovy, man.
How are you?
Good, man. Thanks for doing this, guys. I know it's like last minute shit.
Thanks for having us spur of the moment.
Yeah, just kind of running into each other at the bar, so.
Just going to drink some beers here and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
I'll let you do the honors of grabbing the first one. You don't know what's in there, so just some random choices
How
here.
about just go blind?
Ooh.
Beer snob. Oh, it's the first pick as well. It's got my hairdo. It's got the beard and everything.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Pinky's out.
Yeah.
This
It's like a sophisticated John Parker.
West Coast style
Absolutely.
IPA. Nice.
It's the Nog Champa John Parker.
Well, who's my butler? I guess this makes Chris.
Yeah. While I'm pouring this, why don't you tell me about the first time you ever got drunk?
The first time I ever got drunk. Ooh. Well, first time I can remember getting drunk. Huh. That was a tough one.
Wasn't just yesterday. I know that.
No, it wasn't. I'd have to say it was the first time I can recall that was a shitty time of getting drunk.
Uh-huh.
It was off a whole bunch of what do they call it? Mickey 40s.
Mickey's.
So yeah, the old I feel like the hand grenades, so yeah, this I remember we were out at remember Ricky Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to do this 40s in one night.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was a crazy time. We went to that corner store off of Eagle and Carroll,
Mm-hmm.
and so we used to be able to get cases of 40s over there. And I remember,
Nice.
we loved Mickey's back then. So, yeah, we went out there, out in the woods, out there, Camp Copus area.
Yeah.
Out there, man, and no shit, we had 40s, and
Yeah.
and we got through every single one of them.
Yeah. No, I remember we used to do cases of Bud Ice and go crazy like that. I drank a whole case by myself one day. It took me all day, but yeah, it was pretty wild shit.
Good stuff.
Did you try it yet?
Yeah, just
How's it?
yeah, it was delicious.
I learned to ride a motorcycle on a Mickey's. We were drinking 40s.
Oh, really?
We were cooler than shit, too.
Hell yeah.
Well, me and Chris, remember, we used to do the Mickey 40 hands, and
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, I got a scar from one night drinking. There's a scar under my chin from your mother's pool. Like it was me, your sister, and Jeremy Sneed were out there, and I remember we were just drunk as shit, and I jumped off the pool, and I knocked my chin on the ledge.
Damn.
And it just bled all night. And like
Before
I
you
woke
had the beard for airbags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up, it just bled all on my chest. I got a huge scar under there. Yeah, so I've been hiding it for years.
Yeah, no, I like this beer. It's good. Good stuff.
Too shabby, man.
So, what is it?
Beer snob. It's a West Coast IPA.
Oh, man.
Or West Coast, yeah, IPA.
What does it say on the side? Nose up, pinkies up, beer down.
So what are y'all been getting into lately? Or actually, let's go back to you. When was your first time getting drunk?
All right, so me and my mom,
I love that. It starts with
rest her soul. We were on our way to, remember when Walmart, like the original Walmart in Denton, up on Loop 288,
Yeah.
on top of the
Up
hill,
where Hobby Lobby
where
is
Hobby
now.
Lobby is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we were on our way there, and we lived out at Vacation Village at the time. So it was me and Mom and Dad. We were in his plumbing truck.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And there was a tornado blowing through.
Yeah.
And we were on an overpass. At the time, it was over the railroad tracks on 288 there. Right by where the car wash and all that stuff is right now, you know. Anyway, so we were on this thing. Wind just starts picking up. It's raining sideways. This van is rocking and rolling, but it's weighed down with plumbing tools. Car in front of us actually started scooting across. Like shit was getting crazy. And I was freaking the hell out, and Mom was freaking out, and kind of got intense, and it blew by, and yeah, I was scared shitless. Mom's like, "Here, calm down." She handed me her beer, it was Coors Light, and I chugged that whole fucking thing. And we got up to Walmart to go do what we were doing, looking for. Walked in, and the roof was starting to cave in.
Yeah,
it just got waterlogged, and yeah, it was bad.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that was wild. I'll never forget that one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good
Can,
times.
can y'all remember what alcoholic beverage your parents drank? What was your parents' go-to beverage?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Mom drank Coors Light. Dad was a Bud Light guy.
All right.
Yeah, my dad was Budweiser and Shiner.
Yeah.
When I was younger. Now he barely touches those.
Oh, what about Beverly? What about your mom?
White Russians.
White Russians.
She doesn't
okay.
drink very often. She's more of a smoker, but when she drinks, she'll have a White Russian or two.
See, that's how my mother was Riesling. She wasn't much of a drinker.
Yeah.
More later in her life was drinking more wines and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Never was a beer person.
My mom.
But I had multiple parents, so because of my real father, same Shiner, Bud Light, whiskey.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
stepfather's the cheapest beer you can get. I remember when Walgreens used to make that flat tire or whatever it was.
Fat Tire.
Fat
No,
tire. No, that's
Big Flats.
Big Flats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to get it. I mean, he still to this day he drinks those 32 ounce Beast cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee's Beast. We went through a phase of that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
They were $2 for $2, two for $3.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Prices like that, you learn to love the taste.
Oh, what you do is my stepdad Edby tell me just put them in the freezer and just down that first one, and next one just
Yeah.
easy.
Now we had this gas station down the street from my mom's that always we were 16 years old. He would sell us beer, and then on my 21st birthday, we walk in and I was like, "Hey, it's my 21st birthday." He's like, "Are you serious?" We've been coming here for years, dude.
The same one that's on McKinney and
It's the Mean Green.
yeah.
Yeah, they tore it down now. R.I.P. But man, we used to go in there every day. Like we'd either be smoking or something. Go down there. They had all the fried food, super cheap, so the burritos and all that shit. And he'd always sell us beer.
Oh yeah.
He got arrested for it a few times. I saw his mugshot a few times.
So I was able
Underage
to
sales.
that Phillips 66 on McKinney and 288.
Yeah.
Because that was that part of the neighborhood. We used to go over there. I remember we used to get our little brothers and their friends on, in our neighborhood. They would
Cut this out over there.
yeah.
It's crazy they
They
tore
used
that
to
down.
go take Piggly Wiggly. We used to be little
yeah.
thieves and
They tore that down to build a Murphy's. Eventually, years later. It made no sense to me. Why'd you tear one gas station down to build another one?
Right.
The building was fine.
Hey Chris, you remember the first time getting drunk with me?
With you?
Yeah.
No. No, I don't.
I remember the first time meeting you.
Yeah. How long have y'all known each other now? Yeah.
We were children's.
Oh yeah, children's.
My kid's age.
Yeah.
I was telling Randy about it. Matt Vote's house. I was talking about churches at people's houses or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
if we were going by his house, I was like, well, that's literally where I met Chris
Yeah,
at.
it was 7th grade, and I guess we were going to what is it, teen camp or whatever the hell? What is it?
I don't
Bible
remember,
study.
man. I was just going to hang out.
Yeah, we were just going, and here comes old puffy jacket. He had this giant green puffy jacket. I think
No, it was
green.
yellow and blue.
Yellow
It was
and blue.
Yeah, it's like a marshmallow.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And he had his little mustache. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I had a little goatee mustache.
Now, we used to have this guy that would drive us around town, and like his Cadillacs.
Yeah, and that was his church.
That was his church.
Okay.
I don't know how we found him.
Yeah,
Or why we were
well, it
in
was
his
Matt
car.
Vogt. I don't. Yeah, because I met Matt Vogt at the skating ring.
Oh,
and
really?
I remember he invited me to hang out sometimes, and I was kind of a ladies guy, so I always knew churches where the girls were at, and so
I remember that guy's name was John. I don't remember. anything
yeah,
else.
yeah.
But he was like the super nice guy. Like
He was a groovy guy, man. Like I remember,
he just drive us around.
Yeah,
town,
just drive us
doing
around.
Bible verses and shit.
That's cool.
I always felt like I was on a blunt ride.
More than one way to skin that cat, right?
Yeah. It's like, all right, cool. Preach anywhere, man. Let's get beer number 2 going.
All right. Is that on you or me?
Whoever wants to do it.
Here, go ahead, Randy. You're not drinking, but you get to pick one for us.
Yeah, I draw from the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. Yep. The Hefeweizen Ale from, I can't even say that. Can you say that? Where's that from?
Where it's from?
All that written above it. What's that
Well,
say?
it's from Germany, but
Oh, yeah.
no.
The brewery.
You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not going to
German.
embarrass
It's a really
myself.
long word
Yeah.
that we can't butcher.
Yeah.
So,
But it's a Hefeweizen, so.
yeah, actually, Brad brought a 6-pack of these the other night and left me one, so that's just added it to this episode. Sponsored by Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Well, thanks, Brad. It's another feller that we've known each other around the same time.
Yeah, we used to have a whole little group of people
Yeah.
that
We got
all hung out.
tattoos.
Yeah.
I think you're my first shared tattoo I have with a group. Matter of fact, Chris has done quite a few
Where'd you put
tattoos
the-
on me.
Where'd you put the can?
Oh, right here. Oh,
Line them up because we're gonna pick our favorite.
I dig it. Yeah, but actually, Chris is this tattoo right here on my ankle.
Oh, you want to talk about that tattoo?
Yeah, we can talk about the tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, my version or your version? Because I bet it's
Yeah,
two
well,
different
we'll go from the start of where I started, and then we'll lead into when I got to town. So I was living in Austin at the time, and so I'd come up to Denton all the time and visit. And I came up here one time, and stayed with Chris, and
I'm gonna fact check him on all this.
yeah. Well, see, I don't remember much outside of I remember just the night ended with just me, Chris, and our good friend Michael DeBusk. And next morning, I woke up with a tattoo of a floppy wiener tattooed on my ankle. And I was like, I remember waking up and just like, why is my fucking foot hurt so bad? I look up and there's no joke. There's a floppy wiener, and it was drippy too. I mean, it was just drooping.
It was a group effort though.
Yeah. It was
So
The fact that you made it through it without feeling shit.
oh yeah, I didn't budge at all.
That says something to how fucked up you are.
now here's what really happened. So we're at Hooligans. We meet up with him and his uncle and your brother was there, and we're at Hooligans. We're upstairs and like they had the couch areas, and he's just like, he's drunk, like kicks the table and knocks everybody's drinks over, like twice. Like he did it twice, and then finally we get kicked out of there, and the whole way home he's like, "Hey, I just want a tattoo." I was like, "Well, what do you want?" He's like, "I don't know," because I just started tattooing again.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't know what I want, just whatever." And then he falls asleep when we get here, and I'm like, "Well, he said whatever." So, well, Michael's idea was like, "Well, it's got to be a dick then."
That makes sense. I was a dick that night, apparently.
I was like, "All right, well, I'm not gonna put it like anywhere where it can be seen all the time, but I put it on his ankle."
That's funny.
And yeah, it was a little group input.
I had
of
him
what
tattoo
to do.
over it the very next day. It's literally the most
He
painful.
slept
It's
through
the
the whole
most
tattoo.
painful tattoo.
He slept
Oh,
through
it
the
really
whole
was.
tattoo. He was out. He twitched a little bit.
There was a beard that went all the way down towards the bottom of the foot, but it wore off.
Yeah,
God, that hurt.
it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna have to get a picture of that so we can zoom in
Yeah.
so people see it.
Well, at the same time, we all tattooed each other.
Yeah.
He's got one on his ankle now. So does DeBusk.
We didn't share needles, so
That's good. That's good.
I know my cleanliness for tattooing. Yeah, he gave me a Prince symbol because Prince had just died that weekend or something.
Yeah.
And then we gave him LGBTQ plus
Yeah.
something on the side of his foot. He was like, "Whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
Good times, good times."
What if I crack this and air it out a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we gotta have the AC off before it messes up the audio. But anyway, damn. What was the second time you got drunk? I'm just kidding. Nobody remembers the second time.
No.
I didn't remember my first time.
I remember my first time and my last time.
I can remember my first
Everything
cigarette,
else
though.
in between
That's
is a
weird.
blur.
I remember my next time. It's tonight with you guys. I'm gonna go see a show tonight. It's gonna be fun. Good Terms from LA is in town,
Okay.
and I hit them up to do the podcast, but they didn't have time. So whatever. Plus, I don't have room for 5. They're a lot of people.
Yeah.
So don't have room for all that. But that's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
I was thinking about doing a podcast maybe at a different spot. You know, have like a
Yeah, all of it's mobile. I can go wherever.
Yeah.
So
Like that. What is that? The Zoom?
the Zoom P4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that thing's cool. It's supposed to take batteries, but I tried it on batteries. It dies in 4 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay, that's not fun. That was $13 of batteries.
Well, Texas Flood's playing this weekend too over at
Oh,
Eastside.
Eastside?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're doing
What?
their anniversary
Yeah,
party.
so, a little
Yeah.
anniversary
Oh,
free show,
shit.
man. Yeah.
Okay.
Have-
Yeah.
See Tommy Welling at guitar, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, he fucking wrecks it. Like,
Yeah.
spot on.
Mesmerizing.
Yeah, dude, I remember watching him. Like my dad showed me him one time. It was over at what was it? Sneaky Peaks,
Oh.
and he was just new. And like actually his, I remember the guy that was the vocalist then. He's actually a drummer now, but Tommy, he hardly spoke any English. You know, straight out of Hungary. You know,
Really? I didn't
yeah,
know that.
absolutely.
I never talked to him, so I don't know.
Yeah, but looked just like a young Stevie. You know,
Yeah,
so
he pulls the faces off.
yeah, and
too.
now he took he's been playing lead, playing singing,
I mean,
everything.
looks
He-
the part, sounds the part.
Yeah.
you can hardly even tell he's from Hungary when you talk to him now. You know,
Yeah.
he's really kind of kicked the accent. Yeah,
I've been watching him for years, and
Yeah.
you could just walk in and not even look at him and just listen, and he's channeling that spirit all the way.
First time I saw him, I got a call at like 8 in the morning on a Saturday from Jason. Do you want to come down to Grand Prairie and run sound for this show? I was like, sure. Like, I don't know. It's the one and only time I ran sound for a show. And I'm out there like pretending like I know what I'm doing on a giant Behringer X32.
Oh, wow.
I was like listening to YouTube videos as I'm on my way, like trying to learn the board. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Ended up like the lighting guy showed me how to do it.
Oh, nice.
It's like, yeah, this is what you do here, and how you switch pages and all this. But that was the first time I saw, what are they called? Texas Flood.
Yeah.
And I was blown away. I was like, these guys are
absolutely
spot on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? I
Oh,
didn't know.
he embodies the whole.
Yeah.
It was
thing.
it was like an all day like tribute thing, and I only got the job because Richard overslept. Like they couldn't get a hold of him. You know
Was
how it
it through
is.
in
Yeah.
depth?
Yeah, in depth.
Yeah.
He gave me
yeah.
a call. He's like, we need an A1 like right now. I was like, I'll be there in an hour. Got there and pretended to run sound for the day. Only messed up once. Only
All
messed
right.
up once on the Black Crowes cover band.
What's their name?
It was on page 2 that the keyboard was fucking raging, but they had me set to the side of the stage, so I couldn't hear like what was actually happening out there.
Yeah.
And this is before the iPad stuff.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I was like, it sounds good over here. This dude comes from the audience. He's like, hey, this is a guitar band. We can't hear any guitar. I was like, it's up. I was like, oh no, that's page 2.
Oh, shit.
Go to page 2.
Yeah, you lost your
Turn it.
inputs,
I keep
yeah.
turning up the same, like the thinking that the one
Yeah.
that the guitar was on, and just ramming that keyboard up to everybody's ass. I was
Oh
like,
damn!
shit. But other than that, it was a good day. Blues Brothers, Fleetwood Mac, Texas Flood, and Black Crowes.
Yeah, cool.
It was a
I
fun
forgot
day.
the Black Crowes tribute band's name. I can't remember, but like
I can't remember either. There were like 9 people in there.
Wow.
the Fleetwood Mac, like the woman that sings for them, she used to bring us cookies every time. She'd always bring us treats over when working over
The
at Lava.
Stevie Nicks one?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
lady? Yeah.
Yeah, her, and then there's another one. It was another lady always brought us bakery. She was that Heart. It was a tribute, the tribute to the Heart band. You know?
Yeah.
Hart?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ann Wilson?
My favorite tribute band out here that I've worked with is hands down Back in Black.
Back in
I mean,
Black.
yeah, no shit. I mean, what's his name? He's another Tommy too. He would have took the lead role or lead vocal spot after what's his face passed in AC/DC.
Oh,
And then they heard him once and they're like, you're here, but then apparently Axl Rose said, "Hey, I'll take the job finally," and of course, he's got the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so this guy, they came on tribute band. There's a documentary that's coming out on like Prime or Netflix or whatever about this band.
Huh.
I'm in their first 2 videos of their actual band. They did a show over
What's
at
their actual
Lava.
band?
Huh?
What's their actual band?
It's called Stripe Wire.
Okay.
Yeah, so we filmed their first 2 videos right there. They even asked the audience afterwards, like, "Hey guys, y'all stay here. We're gonna film for our actual band of this, and we're gonna do a video
Hell yeah.
shoot." So
If you
yeah,
got
they got me because all the videos shot on stage. So I'm over there behind monitors, running around. So it
That's
was
smart.
a lot
If you
of
got the crowd there, let's go.
fun.
Let's do
yeah,
it.
that was
right.
cool.
That's nice. So tell me some stories of Lava Cantina.
Oh man, that's
What's your favorite artist you've worked with?
oh well, my favorite show, honest. Well, all right, favorite artists and all that. That was
Or like,
Pump Away.
funny story, whatever.
Oh, I mean, Eric Gales with Carolyn Wonderland and Ali Venable, like seeing those 3 amazing blues guitarists. Eric Gales' guitar tech gave me probably the best acid I ever had. Golly.
Yeah.
One of my favorite. I mean, there was one amazing show that it was fun. It was a Bumper Soup sold out show, and I was coming around stage. The band that was going on right before Bumper Soup went on, and there's a friend of ours. He's he plays out there a lot. He's a pickup artist, so like he's a drummer. So he's played for like he did all the Salt and Pepper. He played with a lot of these tribute artists. He's played with a lot of these like Coetzel, or not Coetzel, Song of the River, I think. So he played drums with some big country artists for a while too, but he just had a kid, and I guess after that band went off, he had his kid on stage with him, so he came out there and he held his kid in front of the stage and all that, and kissed his kid and got off, and I came up behind the stage and I come off, and they're like, "Hey." My production manager was like, "Hey, get in his hand or get in his arms." It's the drummer to the band that just got off, and like he looks like Paul Burke too, by the way. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, he had me pick up the dude picked me up, and I went out in front of this sold out crowd, and I'm just held like a baby. It was wild. And then like the whole crowd's like, "Everybody's kiss." So we smooched on stage, cat off, and I had no idea this was how I got thrown into it. Yeah, it was a lot of blast, man.
What about you? How you run sound all over DFW, right? Or do you stay in Denton?
Mostly Denton.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Any crazy stories that you got?
nothing too out of hand. I mean, shit, probably the crazy stuff's more club related than anything. You know, we've had some killer parties.
Yeah.
When y'all were doing it at our house.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to meet.
Did it right.
We used to meet at his house for the beer club.
Yeah, I remember that one time the cops came not once, twice.
Oh, they came out
they
multiple
came
times.
times.
yeah. That wasn't the only party.
And then we got, what is it? Damn it. The meter. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
The
yeah,
sound
yeah,
meter.
yeah.
We're like showing them, like, nope, we're within her
the
bounds.
DB meter.
Well, he was bitching about the bass in the apartment complex across the street. He's like, everything else is fine, but you got to turn that bass down.
We were
Travis.
subbing it
We
out,
were using
though.
those 2 18-inch cabinets that we had borrowed from Parker
It
House.
was 2019 Yuletide.
It was friggin' ridiculous.
We
Yeah.
went crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the one I really remember. That
Yeah,
got like
it was
that. That's one like all right,
It
we're
was
not
a
doing it here
full-blown
again.
fucking concert
Yeah.
in a side yard in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And,
It's just-
apartment
it's just
residents
a-
were bitching
It's
about
just
it.
a lot next to your house in the suburbs, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's not built for that. Well, we made it that.
He
It
said
was-
everything was fine, but the bass just carried all the way.
It
through the
always is.
apartment
Low
complex,
end's always
you
the
know?
problem. You
Yeah.
know.
He said they drove around and listened. And he's like, God, you got to turn that down.
Yeah, they had these DV limits. Like say
Yeah, dude.
where I was at over at Lava, ours was like 68.7 dBs. It was the limit. And like,
I guess my coolest anything like that related story. I wasn't even running sound, but I'd hired on with the Dallas Stagehands Union. This is like 1999, I believe, and they had a show at Reunion Arena. It was
Hell yeah.
it was Korn and Rob Zombie on the Rock Is Dead tour, and
in their heyday too. That's their prime.
yeah. It was great, and they had this giant like turntable stage, and each band got half of it, and so, Rob Zombie came up and did his thing, and then the stage turned, and then there's Korn, And let's see, I think they had the cages in the background for audience members to, buy the expensive ass tickets to get into. You remember all that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was part of that crew setting up all that stuff. That was cool. Dime and Vinny showed up.
Fuck yeah.
Got my picture with Dime. He was my fucking hero at the time,
Fuck yeah.
And got to hang out with them.
Cowboys from hell.
Yep. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably my coolest one, I'd say.
Hell yeah. I did with Rhino Staging. I did like 2 jobs with them, and the second one was the Taylor Swift 1985.
You did the twirly
tour.
thing?
I helped them
No
build that
shit.
shit. That shit was heavy
I bet
as fuck.
I
dude.
bet so.
Like, those planks were not. It took four grown men to lift those planks and set them in there because it's like in a grid thing. But it lifts up the whole like catwalk lifts up, and she twists around the pit crew or pit audience part.
Yeah,
it's insane, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, this was a crazy mechanism they brought in. Yeah,
They brought it. They bust in people from Louisiana to help us build this stage.
Wow.
It took like 4 or 5 hours to build just the stage part.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, walking around AT&T Stadium, like on the ground level, doing all that.
Isn't that wild? Like,
fun, dude. I was like,
my-
this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
This is
dude,
cool.
being
Yeah, it
somewhere
is.
like huge, I will never forget like the biggest, the most spectacular spot I ever been at. Like, it's not the show; it's where I get to work. It was in the middle of Wrigley Field.
Oh wow!
You know, I'm in the second oldest like baseball stadium, which me being old,
Legendary,
I'm a
dude.
sports fan. Yeah, and it's for Pearl Jam and Aerosmith, but like, which is solid. But like, man, I'm on Wrigley Field. That's how I feel. I was like, shit. It's like being in Madison Square Gardens, working working Madison or working like Red Rocks or something like that. That's cool. Working a Greek.
It was pretty nice, I walked around backstage. She brought her. This is when she had like 19 semi trucks. They're just going in and out of the stadium. She brought her own laundry for the crew, like old. What am I saying? Washer and dryer set up, and just set it up in the lobby, and we're just doing all the crew's clothes.
Wow.
While they're doing their stuff. It was a big ass tour, man. I was like, fucking what?
That's how Brett Michaels.
Wow.
So we had to set up. We had to set up changing rooms on stage. He was. It was our first like big sellout show. And the whole time I thought he was going to be a diva and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Brett Michaels ended up being like one of the coolest acts that we had.
Yeah.
He donated everything that he played with, every outfit, the guitars.
Wow.
I didn't know he was a diabetic since the
You didn't watch? You didn't watch his show?
No.
What is it? What is that damn?
I didn't grow up with 80s parents that didn't jam 80s. I grew up.
No,
with,
he had that
Zeppelin heads.
dating show. What was it called? What's his name again?
Brett Michaels?
Bread of Love? It's not that. It's not, he had one of those dating shows on VH1.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And he talks about the diabetes all the time because they went and did the sugar-free Snapple stuff. They had to make an ad. That was like one of their dates or whatever. Anyways, it's fun stuff.
So,
Diabetes is terrible.
Yeah. You know how I found out about the pandemic. I found out through Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. We came in one morning with our rider. Like, I guess the whole rider changed or whatever, and we're like having to scramble because we're like, what the fuck? We have to go get hand sanitizer. We have to get like disinfectant wipes. We also now we have to go get we have to hire dancers because usually you get he'd pull people on stage. So everything's changed, and we're running around crazy. And we get there, and during sound check, we had to sound check so early in the morning. So he got there, and he's explained to like this, this virus or whatever. It's going around on his flight, and just being cautious. And sure enough,
can I take a minute to touch on something real quick?
Yeah.
This is some weird shit that's just I don't know. I've been surrounded by mystery here lately.
Hold on.
Like
Let's get beer number 3 first,
All right,
and then you can do that.
I love this Hulkamania.
Yeah, I bought that before he went Trump. So it's not a political thing, I promise.
All right, so
He's just my childhood hero.
Great Nation.
Hazy IPA.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, continue with your story.
okay, we were talking about him a little while ago, talking about Tommy.
Okay.
I think what was it, about 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
No shit, I wasn't looking at my phone.
No way, dude.
What's it say?
No,
He texted me.
he just texted you.
That's weird.
That's
cool.
groovy, man.
That's cool.
Cool. Glad we caught that on camera.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, back to my story. It was just after we heard about it, sure enough, okay, and then Tommy from Back in Black, that was our big show coming up like 2 days later. We had a run of 2 days after like we did Sir Mix-a-Lot, and sure enough, everything shut down.
Oh man.
Yeah, I will never forget. It was like March 16th, and then I filed for unemployment on March 18th.
Yeah, that shit. I had to work the whole time through it.
Same here.
I didn't really see a difference other than no traffic.
Yeah,
except for
that was great.
lunchtime. Except for lunchtime, because everybody fucker was in all the drive-thrus.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't get lunch, dude. Like, it's wrapped around the building everywhere you go. People were being good until they were hungry. Like,
Yeah, they
savages,
showed
man,
up.
savages.
Because I was working sound over at Lava, and then I was also working in the kitchen and bar over at the Junction.
I have to
Both
say,
places shut down.
that is a fucking great hazy IPA.
I haven't sipped it yet. I'm letting that head go
It's
down a
that's
little bit.
fruity, with all the right fruits.
I like how I can hear that bird in the back.
Yeah, we got the door open. It's a little warm down here.
Chris, it's nice to get me on here finally.
Finally.
Yeah. What a random thing. It was funny. I was really talking about you with Randy.
Yeah.
Talking about when I first met you, I guess. Kind of came up with that church conversation or whatever. And then we ended up over at the bar.
Yeah.
And then you just
then
kind
you
of
just
walk
walk
in
in.
the door. And I look at my phone. I'm like, oh, hey, I didn't even notice you text me earlier.
Yeah.
And then now we're over here. So
I just had extra time. I was gonna go drop off some free shit for people that want it.
yeah.
Koozies, and koozie just showed up in the mail
Oh
today.
yeah, I got one, man.
So I was like, man, I gotta pass these out.
I was kind of joking with Tanya the other day.
I
I was like, I wonder if remember the movie or the Stephen King book Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I did.
The comet flew by and like the shit
Emilio
started going
Estevez,
weird. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
man, I wonder if some kind of weird comet passed by us and farted on us or something, and everything's going weird.
No, man, it's that damn CERN machine. I'm telling you, they turned that CERN down.
Oh, the one
We're
that causes all the Mandela effects.
Yeah, dude, everything's twisted upside
Oh,
down.
trust me, I'm a huge Billy Carson fan
We're
too.
fucking
So
pretzels right now in our universe.
Yeah,
Shit's
yeah,
wild.
everything is weird, man. God damn. I had that episode about a month ago, and it seems like since then nothing has been. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
how you feeling now, Randy? Like
I'm good. I'm good.
yeah.
So I fell out at work. I had seizures.
Was
from-
it like heat related?
No,
or?
that may have been part of it, but my electrolytes crashed. My sodium and potassium levels tanked.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, and of course, I've been dieting and working out and fucking just working in general. I work outside, and I drink tons of water all the time, and I just flooded myself out.
Yeah.
And it just
Dude.
hit me all of a sudden.
That's crazy. Like I was telling you earlier, like we started this new diet like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Been going super hard, like in the gym and healthy and
Yeah.
healthy.
Oh,
stuff.
that's great. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think it's like a shock to my system because today I almost had that same shit. Like I had
Yeah.
a
You got to be careful with that shit.
super
Man, I
dizzy
didn't,
spell, and I had
no
to sit
idea
the
it
fuck
was,
down or I was gonna fall down. It was like,
yeah,
shit.
I had no idea it was that critical until afterwards, and
Yeah.
it was like, I don't remember shit. It was just lights out, and then I woke up in an ambulance. He's like, "Hey man, you're on your way to medical city. You had a seizure. Susan called us."
Dude, yeah.
Fuck. And then I woke up like several hours later.
They said I remember I went up to the
remember
hospital and then I mentioned something about the second one. He's like, I had a second stroke. Like he didn't even
Seizure.
remember or seizure.
Seizure.
Yeah,
seizure,
yeah.
You had a stroke.
Mine's fucking
Yeah,
well
but I
been.
said, I remember you saying you didn't even recall the second.
No, no, not at all.
Yeah, this just scares me, man. Because if I, like-
Still, even some things are kind of foggy coming back, but none of that part. And I mean, it was like smash cut to the next scene type of shit.
yeah, that's why I've been going to the doctor and stuff. And
Yeah.
getting my shit checked out.
Stay hydrated.
I think
Believe me, I can't wait to drink a beer again. I just can't do it on this medication they have me on.
I think it's
so.
number one, fucking hydration. 2 is diet.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Get all that shit fixed up,
Fuck,
and you'll
dude.
be fine.
I'm doing all the wrong things.
Feeling great. Otherwise, I hate this medication they have me on, but other than that, everything's cool.
Well, that's good. I didn't even hear about that until just now.
But went back to work, and then won't get into too much, but had some tragic shit come up there, and
Yeah.
I've been dealing with that. So
Man, it's been a rough one, huh?
it's been pretty challenging to say the least. So
Well, that
anyway.
sucks. I'm glad you're still all right.
Yeah. No, everything's cool. I've got, I'm surrounded by fucking awesome people all the time. So I've had Parker driving for me. I've had Red Corn driving for me.
Hell
you
yeah.
know,
Hell yeah.
Of course, Tanya drives me all over the place. So I try to give her a break when I can.
Yeah, you keep
So
up
no
with your
motorcycle
family.
rides then, huh?
No motorcycles, but
Well,
I'm
it's
taking
a-
the time
it's a-
to
it's
get
a-
it all fixed up.
that's-
So
it's
when
a
I
pieces
can
right
drive,
now.
well, they yank your license for 3 months when that happens.
Yeah,
If you have
yeah.
any kind of neurological, you know,
Yeah.
event like that, they
Yeah.
pull your license for 90 days. So I have to
Yeah, that's just
follow the protocol until Doc signs off on it, and then I'll have all my shit back together, back on the bike. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit's scary, man. It scares the hell out of me, and that's why I went to
Yeah.
started going to the doctor and stuff.
I will say this, like I said, I didn't feel shit.
Just
I didn't feel shit till after I came out of it all, and I woke back up and like, oh my god, my body, it still feels like I got hit by a damn car.
Well, I mean, I
It
remember
rattled everything
I mean,
loose,
back
all my
in
old
head.
sports injuries and shit. Just
Yeah,
fuck,
dude.
everything hurts.
Well, I mean, I remember like so I hung out with him like that day and later on the next few days and all that. And, I mean, you could just tell some of the marks from the back of his head, but he was daisy. Like I remember standing in line to get my car broke down and we went and got that that tow from U-Haul. And you just that kind of daze in there that you
Oh,
look,
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's so much different from today. From
I
then.
think that was just me trying to get used to this medication.
Yeah.
And it fucks you up.
that's another thing. Medication.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
hate
whole
it.
shock to your system
I
too.
hate it.
I bet you that diet's a shock to your system too.
It is.
It's like doing it so drastic like that.
I think
you
it
know.
is, 'cause,
But that's a great thing, man,
Just
and-
cutting sugars,
Yeah.
other than beers, But I'm not binging like I was.
You should get out and go play disc golf with us.
Yeah.
Or at least walk the course with us.
Yeah. at
We've
least
been
walk it.
doing. We've been doing some pickleball,
That's cool.
all
Really,
about
that's
the pickleball.
that's a little more active,
Yeah.
And so I could see,
especially with these kids. They can't hit the ball straight, so you're chasing the ball 90% of the time.
I can see pickleball being fun and not hurting my shoulder so much. I
Yeah.
still have the sports injury, so like
Yeah,
disc
yeah.
golf hurts my arm.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Doing
why I
the
like
same
like
thing,
darts.
but
I've
in my
been
left
really
arm.
I've
Yeah.
been playing a lot of darts. So I'm in dart league. So this is
Oh.
my third league to be in now. So I like that. I'm just natural eye hair incarnation. So
Yeah, man. The weather's getting better, so yeah, I'll go do some disc golf with you guys.
Yeah.
dude, Tyler.
But like I
Trapp-
said, it's at least a nice walk,
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to play, it's cool. We all just get out and hang and
We
drink
could
some
do
beers
trips.
and
It's
throw
like
discs and
they
shit.
got places everywhere from McKinney all around DFW. Then you gotta think like Tyler Trout.
Yeah,
Tyler
yeah.
Trout now owns his own disc golf out there.
Trout Hill in Tyler, Texas.
in Tyler, Texas.
I don't know. What do you think about that beer?
This is pretty good. I like the fruity
Is that the
notes
hazy?
to it.
It's perfect hazy.
This one's definitely it's refreshing for the heat.
can I see the can?
I think this is like so far my top one, my favorite one right here.
I would have to agree. This is for this type of year, or this part of the season. This is
yeah.
one I could see myself out by some water or just in the heat, sipping on. It's more crisp. It's a little more bitter for me.
Speaking of this type of the season, football. Football is getting ready to start.
Yep.
bought a brand new-
I got my draft. My draft is tomorrow.
I bought a brand new TV for the garage because the other one went out finally. Dude, I had this I had this old TV. I paid $1,000 for this thing in like 2005.
What happened to you? You had a projection screen up there for a bit too.
That didn't. It did. I mean, it still works, but it's just you can't see it.
Well, you got 3 in there now, don't you?
I don't even remember. 3 or 4. Yeah.
No, I mean I was just here the other day for the other game. It was the last preseason game or something, wasn't it?
Was it for the game or for the comedy night?
No, it was for the game. I was here for the
okay.
game. Yeah.
Because we watched the Joe Rogan live thing.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard it was okay.
It was so glitchy on our shit that like it didn't make any sense. It was hard to follow.
I think we just watched comedy yesterday too. I was over at Randy's house. I can't forget her name. The one that got divorced.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she got divorced. And she was married, Catholic, but then
Yeah,
got
yeah.
divorced, and now she's divorced gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty funny, man.
Yeah, she was hilarious. Fuck, I can't remember her name. She was good though.
Dude, Chris, so you went with me to go see Stephen Lynch at the Majestic, right?
We did.
Yeah, that was a fun
We
one.
did. Stephen Lynch is the best. Have you
Yeah.
seen
Never
his
heard
shit?
him.
Oh yeah, I know who he is.
Okay.
I mean, I've never seen him. Live,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
but yeah.
I want to. So I remember
Might
he
have been
was,
the only time he came to Dallas.
yeah. So remember at the end
That's
he was
badass.
saying so he was going to play Robbie Hart in there's a Broadway show they made of the Wedding Singer, and he's playing Robbie Hart. So he played that one song like you, me, yeah. I wonder how, if there's that play on like video or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I would love to see that.
Maybe.
The dude is hilarious. Actually, with me playing D&D now, he has a D&D song I need to bring to my D&D group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Make a whole campaign of Stephen Lynch.
Have y'all gotten a D&D yet?
Not yet, man. Not yet.
You ever played it, Randy? You're a little older feller.
No, I mean all my friends do. I just
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
do a lot of
time.
people.
There's a lot of things I don't do. I just
Yeah, that one has some shit in it, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's hops. All right.
That's what it is?
Hops.
Okay.
Dregs. Whatever. Trub.
I mean, I was just going to throw out the boogers or whatever that came in there. I was like, oh, I already drunk it already.
I'll drink it. Fuck it.
Well,
it's good for the immune system.
You want to get beer number 4?
I definitely will.
I didn't do a full 6-pack because these are all taller. So, we're doing 5 instead of 6.
Well, this is a badger on front of it with a really groovy cowboy hat. Or is it fedora? False idol. Can that be the theme of the next conversation?
Cowboy hats?
No,
or
false idols.
False idols? I got a couple in mind.
Yeah, go ahead and start. I'll pour us up.
Shit. Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about people.
No.
It's one of my rules. It's a positive podcast. Yeah, it's way clearer than the other one. Just kicked up all my floaties, though. What style beer is this one? Does it say?
It's a rye pilsner.
What's it called? Lone Star Badger. Rye Pilsner? I don't think I've ever had a rye Pilsner, to my knowledge. You know how we are. We taste beers all the time. We're yeah, it sounds good. Tastes good. Tastes like beer. Some of these beers don't taste like beer.
Where does it say it's from? Oops.
False idol.
No, I said, where is it from?
It's in Texas. I think they're in Fort Worth or Dallas.
North Richland Hills.
Yeah, the NRH. I haven't been there yet. I want to go there. Have you been to many breweries out there in Fort Worth and all that?
No, honestly, I've only been to a few, and the last one I went to, it was Rahr and Sons, because when I lived out in Granbury, they lived right out there by, because I used to live in a place called Klein Plantation, and their brewery was out there, and there's not much to do out in that area.
Yeah.
So so every Saturday you could go pay $10. You go in there and there's barbecue. You could take a tour around the building. You get a bracelet. You get to try 4 different brews for free, and then of course you pay for the rest. And there's always a live band out there. But it was every Saturday. It was kind of like the big thing out there. Like for me, coming from Denton, that was like something I look forward to, being kind of trapped in a town like that. So,
have you tried this yet?
No, I haven't.
It is different.
I'm telling you, this might.
I know, it's like right in your face. It's way different from the last beer. Anyway.
To be honest, I like this one. I think this one might take the top for me now.
It's got a weird like wheat kick to it. Like
it does, but it's
rye, but
I like the water freshness of it.
The water.
Yeah.
Speaking of water, dude, I've been watching this travel guy on YouTube, the Day Tripper, and he does like different cities in Texas.
Texas, yeah, I like this.
He did the mineral wells, and have y'all seen Crazy Water like in the stores? It's called Crazy Water.
Yeah,
it's
from
like
mineral wells in it.
I thought it was just like random bottles of water, so I picked one up one day, and I was like, man, this water tastes weird.
Huh.
But it goes like by the label color and number of like how much minerals are in it.
Okay.
So like 0 has nothing; it's just alkaline water.
Yeah.
2 is like a little bit. 3 is a lot. 4 is like the most.
Yeah.
Like, and they call it Crazy Water because this lady from like a long time ago. I'm not good at dates and stuff and remembering history stuff. Anyway, she drank this. She had some, she was crazy.
Yeah.
She drank this water and got better. And they found out when they took it to a test or a lab site or whatever that it does contain bits of lithium in it.
Oh wow.
So they're like, oh, it cured her.
Oh wow.
So the minerals in mineral wells, crazy water,
Yeah.
potentially could, if you drink a lot of it, could take your crazies away.
Yeah, it's I do recall. I used to go to the Mineral Wells area. Was it the Camp Grady Spruce?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was out there by.
That's out there.
Yeah,
I always thought that was north for some reason.
I think it's right close to Mineral Wells. It's Palo Pinto area, all that spot. It's Pasquino Lake.
Yeah.
All that. But I remember, as a kid, I went to Camp Grady Spruce like multiple times a year, and I remember drinking that water out there.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was weird tasting. You know,
It's
not
like the
used.
minerals, dude.
Yeah,
They said the way they get the more minerals is the deeper they go. Like the levels of how far they drill down is how much more minerals will be in it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I was drinking that well water out in Oklahoma here this past weekend when I was out there the whole weekend.
Yeah.
You know, that's straight earth water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's earth water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some of that.
That'll
yeah.
fix you right up for sure.
Yeah, it will. That's what they. I mean, the guy that started the company, he was from Waco and he was like really sick, and he went on a trip to Mineral Wells and drank some of the water for a little while and became better. And
Wow.
Blamed it on the water.
Okay.
Or blessed the water or whatever. You know?
Sure. Whatever gets you by.
So
Alkaline and
I was
mineral
like,
water
fuck.
and frequencies, man.
So I went on a hunt today to try to find the number 4.
Okay.
So I was like, I want to drink that shit.
Where they sell
no
sell
luck.
these at?
Kroger, but I went to Whole Foods and they didn't have it.
Are they pretty pricey though? Like kind of.
Nah, like $2-3
No, that's not bad.
for a bottle. It's a bottle of water.
I mean, like
Check
a
a
little-
natural grocer. They may have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just stopped at Whole Foods thinking they would have it. They didn't have that. It's the only one they didn't have. They had everything else. They had
Yeah.
Chuck Norris water. They don't have that.
Maybe it's too woo.
Chuck Norris really
Yeah.
has water.
You didn't know that?
No, what?
Yeah, Norris water.
Norris water.
Norris water. And it's got his little signature on it.
Is that
Chuck
from
Norris.
Texas too? He's from Texas. So
I didn't see the History Channel version of Chuck Norris water. No, but
what part of Texas is he from?
I don't know. Is he from DFW?
Yeah, he's from Texas,
don't
isn't he?
know.
Or am I just thinking of the show?
Walker, Texas Ranger. This is my son Walker and Texas Ranger. No, that's funny.
It's Chuck Norris water, so he probably went out into the desert and told the ground to give him some water. Get this fucking jug right now.
It did what it's told.
No, Chuck
Yeah.
Norris drinks water and then he urinates, and that's
Oh
Chuck
yeah,
Norris.
okay. And we're just
Chuck Norris water. is-
Hey, who was y'all's favorite, like, growing up, your favorite, like, action hero?
Van Damme, dude. Van Damme, Double Impact, Kickboxer, and Bloodsport were like the 3 movies me and my dad used to watch all the time.
Is Double Impact the one where he, like,
He has a
grabs
twin.
that snake and he, like, punches it out?
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time. That's when he had the twin brother.
Okay, yeah,
It
that's
was
a
him,
different one.
like the city boy, and then like the badass whatever from Hong Kong.
Mine was probably, I like him.
Time
between
Cop.
him, Time Cop, yeah.
Time Cop is classic.
There's one with him and, what's his face, was that basketball player? Double Trouble.
Oh, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman,
I didn't see
yeah.
that one. I missed that one.
But Bruce Willis is probably between
Bruce Willis,
yeah,
dude.
Bruce
Bruce is
Willis
good.
and
I mean, hell, Arnold. Come on
Arnold,
now.
Yeah, you can never
Yeah.
go wrong with Arnold,
Yeah.
man.
Last Action Hero was like one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies.
Hey, well, also I like Kurt Russell a lot too.
Sly, you can't forget Sly. Demolition Man. We were talking about that the other day. We went to lunch, and our buddy just bought a new Tesla, so we go sit in it, and he's like, "Hey, does this have the demolition airbags? Because I don't see an airbag anywhere in here."
Where it's all foam.
Boom. Just freeze you up. Dude,
I mean, literally now Taco Bell and all that, you can order like straight from the machine. And it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of turning into that type
Yeah.
of frame, you know.
it's just a key.
Robots are
get
taking over, man.
You get ticketed everywhere. I mean, you gotta think like the.
Still don't know how to use the 3 seashells.
I really like your Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Where'd you get that?
From igloo.com.
Okay, cool.
Was he your favorite wrestler?
Yeah, I was actually one of my first Halloween costumes as a kid that I remember was Hulk Hogan. I was Hulk Hogan. My little brother was Randy Savage.
Nice.
It always stuck with me. It was like when he had the plastic mask.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like super, like flimsy with the little one band thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
fun,
cool.
Good times. And then he went all Trump on us, so I don't know. I'll let him slide because he's the Hulkster. I swing neither way. I don't like politics. I'm anarchist. So we should not have politics.
All right, so open up the 5th beer.
Already we have... Oh, I didn't...
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
halfway
have.
through. This one's kind of rough, man. I don't really like it. I'm going to chug it, though. Go ahead.
Well, this one's by the same brewer. It's a False Idol. Life of an Outlaw. That's a good way to... good beer to kind of end
Yeah,
the
I like that.
podcast with. It's a double West Coast style Indian Pale Ale.
So it's double. All right.
And it's 8.2. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have to be honest. So I'm not the biggest IPA fan. I think the biggest reason is because I'm a pot
Breaking
smoker.
my fucking heart right now.
Well,
I would love that.
see, I'm more of a. Depends. These haven't been too bad. It's to me because being a pot smoker, my mouth is dry a lot.
Yeah.
And so bitter.
It is just dry. I'm out.
More bitter beer, and it lingers. And I don't know. I don't like that lingering bitter taste. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's it's. Holy shit! You filled her up.
Yeah. It's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, that's the last one.
All right. Damn.
Yeah, pros.
All right, buddy. Anything else? What else we could talk about? I don't know.
Oh, I didn't realize they have your name on these cups.
Is this? Yeah.
That's pretty slick.
You know, I was part of his wedding.
I have actual real day drinker cups coming. You were in the wedding.
Yeah, I was thinking about the cup because you gave me a cup with my name on it.
Where'd you get married?
I didn't get one.
Yeah, you didn't get a cup.
I didn't get a cup.
Where'd y'all get married?
We got married at a ranch
Right off of 380.
in Crossroads.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Right off of
I
380.
can't remember the name of it, but it's a big ass ranch.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
And,
cool. It's a really groovy spot.
yeah.
They had it was like a 8-bedroom house, log cabin style. Mm-hmm. It's a horse ranch.
Okay.
And man, I remember we had 5 kegs.
Yeah,
5
quite a
kegs.
Who's
And
that? Who's that artist
Aldi-
we had there? He had
Oh,
big
that's my
dread-
boy. That's my boy. Neff.
Neff.
Neff
yeah.
from Dolly Braid. All his other bands.
Yeah, he was
I met him in a different world in Addison.
Mm-hmm.
He was just playing backyard show or patio bar shows
Cool.
with his friend Ace, and Ace died, but not this time. There was one time where he would play happy hour sets, right, acoustic sets, and Ace couldn't make it, and he'd play the djembe, and he was like, I was like, hey, I can play the djembe. He's like, can you? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'll give you 2 songs. Like, all right. So I go play it, and then he's like, all right, you're pretty good. So we played the whole set. I didn't know that playing the bongo or whatever, that long would swell your hands up. I had like sausage fingers on both hands for 2 days. I was like, fuck.
You trying to play guitar like that?
Like, fucking swole up real bad.
Yeah.
But that's how I met Neff. Neff's badass.
Yeah, very cool.
And we asked him to sing at our wedding as a favor, pretty much.
Yeah, it was a pretty groovy wedding.
He's the one that got me on with Rhino staging.
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
all that stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Neff got you on a rhino?
Yeah, he was a stage manager for Warped Tour for a long time. For when they were doing it.
Oh, yeah, but remember, I just thinking about it, Randy was talking about setting up that show with Rob Zombie and whatever, side to side.
Getting your mic.
Remember, that's exactly how they set you guys up. Was you Jet Set Rifle Club over at South by So What?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were side to side. Y'all were on the same stage as Finch and Story of the Year.
I forgot. Yeah, you
That was my first and only War show. Was that same year too?
Yeah, that was the last time Otis played before he died.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or the last time he played Dallas before he died.
Yeah, that was a wild one. Like it was, Dance Gavin Dance, a whole bunch of stuff.
That was crazy to see that because like going backstage, like watching Guar get off stage. They
totally different guys, man.
They just hop into a U-Haul truck, take all their shit off, put normal clothes on, and walk out.
Yeah,
Nobody knows who they are.
Don't know. Yeah, it was crazy. We were hanging out with some of these guys, and next thing you know, they're like, "Yeah, it was
I'm
wild."
the Guar guy.
Yeah.
That's what it was like seeing Rob Zombie. I didn't know he was that short. You know, nothing against short dudes. I was like, look at you, little fella. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Little John, no joke, is little, and he doesn't take his glasses off. So we had to every show we have to put on the brightest gaff tape, the thickest, brightest gaff tape on front of the stage because it's a 6 foot drop from there. Oh wow. So every time, because he won't take off his sunglasses. Never. I mean, it's part of a stipulation or some shit.
Is he cross-eyed?
No, I don't know.
Lazy guy.
Nobody said that. He should.
I bet. I mean, there's a reason. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe not. Now, Eric Church, the country singer, he wears his glasses because he says the lights are so hot they melt his contacts.
They are. Well,
I was like, oh.
I haven't heard that one yet.
I can see now. I mean, it definitely makes a lot of sense, especially with being on stage. I mean, there's a lot of lights.
Those lights get hot. They're not that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Are they melt your contacts hot?
Never heard that one. But
that's why he just wears his normal sunglasses.
Ooh, playing outside in Texas in the middle of the heat
rough.
stage.
Yeah,
it is rough.
It always sucks.
It is.
Rough.
Not having any type of coverage or just breeze.
I know. And Beer Alley, especially, like, you know, it doesn't really get much breeze in there.
Nah, not a whole lot.
I'll never forget one time
In a
we
hot
had
box.
we had a drastic like 30 degree drop one time, and it was with like D. Snyder over at Lava, and like, man, we didn't. Usually in your gig bag you pack like a sweater, hoodie, just in case. But man, it felt great this day. We're like with shorts and all this, and let alone D. Snyder. It was just him. It wasn't like Twisted Sister or anything. It was just him and like you know, the band he's with, and there, you know, it felt great during sound check, early in the day, all midday. You know, we get everything done, you know, before lunch, and then, you know, doors don't open till like, you know, 7 o'clock. Yeah, I remember, you know, they're wearing nothing but like vest and, you know, skinny jeans and shit. And we're over there. I'm just t-shirt and shorts, like basically what I'm wearing right now. And fucking, of course, Texas weather drops 30 degrees. It is damn near. It's like 58. It's low 60s, like high 58 or high 50s, and like oh no shit, it was dreadful. And we had no heaters on stage and nothing. You know, I've seen it.
You almost have to keep a backpack of extra clothes with you.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Here,
It's kind of aggravating.
In this place out here in Texas, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and bring your own fan if you can too. Like, oh, I hate like when, you know, like, you know, another artist come in there like, oh, we don't have a fan. Can we take? Oh, you're taking one from me. I have to give it to you.
I brought a fan to the hottest show we played at the Monk, and it didn't do a damn thing. I was like, all right, that's cool. That's fine.
I like you're getting ready for Halloween over here with this metal cock and balls and.
No, we stay ready.
Yeah.
It's up all year round.
Is that like a crescent moon, like a crescent cock above the moon?
Yeah. I don't remember where that came from. I think Dylan brought that when we were jamming in here.
And also, I really like this. What was it? CR5?
Wait, is that Johnny
CR5?
Five?
Yeah, Johnny 5.
Yeah, it's Johnny 5, and it says no disassemble.
No,
Nice.
this is symbol.
That's awesome.
I had my CCSD flag up there, but I lost that at Yuletide. So I've had to buy another flag.
Yeah.
And
That's
that
a good
one
one.
seemed appropriate.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Man, damn. So what else? I got some stories about you if you don't mind.
This is something I'll remember.
Road trip? No, you won't remember this. This guy, we're floating on the river, and he is just out there. And I try to swim up to him, and the current's like not letting me do it, so I gave up. But he was like all by himself. Like, I don't know. There's nothing.
What do you mean out there? But as like he's far away from people, or
he's
is he
on
out there?
Far
He's
away
on
from reality.
Okay, you're out there in many. Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
He took the weed, he took the shrooms, he took the acid.
My man.
Yeah.
He was lost in space, and I'm like,
It's a
trying
proper
to go get him.
float.
This
Like,
is
are
proper
you okay?
float.
Because like we're all moving this way, and he's staying in the trees, and I'm like, maybe I should get him. Like, nah, I mean, he'll be all right.
No, it's good. I was just getting my bearing.
You almost got the handrail, and then you finally get a hold of it.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I was scared for you because you were stuck in the trees, and we're all moving on. I'm like, shit, somebody should go get him.
There was one time we went to this. We went on a trip, and it was to the Ghost Roast, and like,
Oh, yeah.
he was kind of like my safety net, man. I tried to jump inside of a cooler apparently because it was too hot.
No, that was Galveston. That was the
That was
trip to
Galveston.
Galveston.
That was a different
yeah. Oh
What
yeah.
was the goat roast?
We
Oh
were
no,
playing-
the
that
goat
was,
roast was that. Oh, it's
remember-
only gonna be 15% of rain.
We-
So I only slept in a hammock, and
Yeah.
it was all we got all 15% of rain.
No, you're thinking of Galveston.
That was
That's when
Galveston.
the Beasties and Tanya and the Hardings went down there.
Okay.
And we played at that drifting track.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a racetrack for drifting cars.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
badass.
Oh god, it was so hot there.
Yeah, it was hot as balls.
Oh,
Now. Well, it's just
God damn.
Gulf Coast, humidity and
Oh, yeah.
summer. And,
melting.
Salty air.
yeah, and we got all jacked up that night.
Oh, we
and
did.
His ass got on that glitch. He just
The glitch. Oh,
he walked down that hall and checked all the doors, and
I couldn't find
this
it.
motherfucker was trying to crawl in our cooler. He's throwing all the ice and shit out of it.
Oh,
Everybody
man.
was raising hell. Dude, shut the fuck up. Finally, Tristan come crawl out of his tent, dragged the cooler, like, I don't know, he took it probably 100 yards off from the campsite, just drug it way the fuck out there. Get out.
Yeah. There was that one year, you weren't there, at road trip where, what's his name? Dreidel. Somebody slams a Yeti cooler and he looks over. He's like, did that guy just go in there? And like, open the Yeti cooler looking for him. It's like, no, he's not in there.
Oh, now I remember what happened at the goat roast.
I
The
don't know,
goat roast
I
was
don't know if I'm
thing-
telling too many secrets or not. Should probably shut up.
The goat roast is when Haskins disappeared. His whole tent and everything disappeared. It's all the same when Tomo stabbed his fucking. He
Oh,
stabbed
yeah,
his
almost cut
hand.
his thumb off trying to shuck
Yeah, he tried to
oysters.
shuck an oyster, and the first shuck went into his hand, and there's fat and meat just popping out of his hand.
Yeah.
You got
Balls out there
Haskins sitting there
tripping
still.
balls, and the last
Haskins
thing he needs to be
still
doing
sit-
is shucking fucking oysters
Dude,
out
he's
there.
shucking it. He busts his. He
Oh, yeah.
shoves his thing in his hand, and there's meat. Just, I mean, I
Yeah.
just.
Oh, yeah. He
But then
opened
there's
it up good.
Haskins over there. I will never forget this moment. Haskins over there just with the poker. Still, anybody still want a wiener? And like, still cooking the hot dogs. Yeah, and then remember that later that night, or everybody woke up and Haskins' tent is gone, but there's his shoes and a bottle of whiskey right there where the door of the tent was, and no Haskins, no tent, just completely gone, just blew in the wind.
Well, let's blow in the wind on this one and call it a
All
day.
right.
Yeah.
Thanks for
having-
coming. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what a random little kind of gathering. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Sweet.